there guys, this is Mr. Malorian, and this video is going to serve two purposes. The first one is that I learned yesterday that Mr. Reef, a longtime YouTuber, has decided to close down his channel. It is a huge pity and a big loss. Even though he didn't have, like thousands and thousands of subscribers, he had a very, very loyal fan base. What he brought to it was unique and different and honest, and I really respected him for that, and his sense of humor was amazing. And so really, first of all, that's the first part. I'm really sad to see Mr. Reef go. I'm kind of wearing my Welsh shirt right now to show the link and the support I have for him, because we're both got that Welsh link. But the second part I was going to talk about is the why he left. Now, there were some other things, say like, the way that Warhammer for him had changed, and just the business model and things that weren't really lining up anymore. But there was one thing that really stood out, and that was the whole idea where Google and YouTube are dumb. And really what they do is say, hey, start making your YouTube channel, go ahead, give it whatever name you want. And then a while ago, what it says, oh, what's this? You have a Google Plus account? Well, you have to link those together, and you have to make sure that the name goes across, because we don't want to have any fake names. And even though they pulled that back and said, okay, you can do a nickname, and all of a sudden you had like two channels, like I have one that's called Mr. Malorian, plus I have one for my real name and stuff. It's really dumb. It's just more of an annoyance than anything. However, you get this kind of thing where it goes the other way, where if you have other friends on your Google Plus and they go and look through your profile and it links across to your YouTube, well, all of a sudden they can see like, whoa, wait a second, what is this? And that's really something that he found, and that's, he has his friends and co-workers could go across and also like, well, what's this nerdy stuff you're doing? And all of a sudden be picked on for it, and it's just a part of him that he wasn't really wanting to put out there. He was also saying like maybe for his kids to see and stuff like this. He just didn't really want that there. Now, I understand that. I know there's many other people like that too. I know Once Bitten, another very big YouTuber, is very, very careful to keep those two worlds separate. There's his YouTube life and there is his, real life, and he doesn't really want those interacting, because, he has links that he doesn't want to be talking to the other side, and that's probably as far as I should talk without trying to ruin what he's trying to do. But basically what I'm saying is that this is a real issue for some people, especially for people up in a higher position where their reputation is a big deal, right? You have it so, hey, I am known because I am whatever. And if all of a sudden, if people have a perception of me of just this weird gamer who goes and plays with toys and all this stuff, that takes away from me as a professional. Now, my view on this, and the way that I've always attacked this, is very opposite of my brother. So I'm going to show both these sides. They kind of show the two ways you can approach it. For me, I hide nothing. I hide nothing whatsoever. I tell people right away that, hey, guess what? I'm a gamer. These are the nerdy things I do, and bam, there you go. Good to meet you. I have a YouTube channel, and it's one of those things where I'll use it in regular conversation and it's just stuff to talk about, right? So I really embrace my nerdiness, my geekiness, and it's just who I am. My brother, on the other side, does exactly the opposite. He doesn't want those two worlds to intermingle. He has his educational side and he has his hobby side. And it's to the point where when he had his open house, not open house, but when he first housewarming, there you go, he actually had his hobby room that he closed the door to and moved a bookshelf to block it so that nobody would go in there and see all of his toys, and everything was hidden and all this stuff. Whereas for me, it's out here, and this is my hobby room. You need to come down here and check the electrical box? Yeah, that's fine. Look out for all the armies and paints while you do it. Now, there's pros and cons for either way, and it's really about how you want to go about your life. For my brother's side, and for people like Once Bitten and people like Mr. Reef, the advantage to keeping those two worlds separate is, first of all, like you say, things where you get to kind of focus on one or the other, and that'll really help you excel. But it's really more what I was attacking there, or stating rather, that if you do keep them separate and you are in a more of a professional setting, or not even like a thing where you don't need to be like the president, maybe you are just a mechanic and you don't want your mechanic buddies learning that you play with little painted, robots and werewolves and things, right? Maybe that's what you want. And so if that's important to you, okay, then you need to keep those things separate. I do it the other way. I come at it and I say, you know what? I'm a nerd, this is who I am, and the freedom I have, that is great. I'm not hiding anything, I get to embrace it. My hobby is a really full part of my life now, and really, to me, makes my life more enjoyable. So I guess it's one of those things where you're focusing more on, just happiness or your career, but that's really what I wanted to get out there, and just that interesting dynamic. And I mean, I did make the post on Mr. Reef's channel that, man, I'm sorry that this had to happen like this, and I really wish you could just embrace it so it's not an issue. But really, I mean, with all respect, it is his life choice. And one of the things I want to really ask all you guys here as I put this video out is, what way do you go? Do you really embrace it or do you hide it? So either way, that's really just a fast video here. Sorry to see Mr. Reef go. I'm sure this issue is going to lead to more people leaving over the years. And for other people out there, it's just something to think of, right? Because whether you're running a YouTube channel or not, this is a question we all have to answer. So there you go. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later. Bye.